we call this course Intro to Python. So to start off with, students are going to be, embarking on a really awesome journey of mental gymnastics as well as problem solving. I created this course specifically to teach youth the fundamentals of coding. A lot of youth think they can jump right into a lot of the core concepts and a lot of the sort of advanced concepts, but before you can even learn any of those things, you have to start off with the fundamentals. Once you build a great base, you're able to build upon it very, very well, and you're able to also jump into other languages and get into specifics of programming such as artificial intelligence, machine learning. The list goes on. So a little bit about Block Society to start off with. As mentioned previously, my friend and I started it up as being young high school students in Toronto, specifically in Canada. Our purpose was to help educate the local community within the general Toronto area. And the way essentially we wanted to tackle this was to partner up with small organizations within the general Toronto area and essentially build ourselves up to the point where we can then partner up with the bigger organizations. So just up to this point, we've managed to partner up with 3 or 4, small organizations within the general Toronto area, and we've also managed to secure a partnership with ISNA Canada, which is actually the largest Muslim organization or Islamic organization within North America. So again, what we offer Block Society is essentially what we offer multiple camps in which we teach the youth not only the fundamentals, but then we go on to teach them some pretty advanced concepts and get them to build pretty cool games such as Hangman, Pac-Man, and we get them to the point where they understand these concepts and they can go on to create many projects. Now let's talk a little bit more about this specific course. So the course in which we're going to be teaching to all the youth teaches them, again, the basics and the fundamentals of programming, specifically Python. Now, again, it teaches them the specifics of Python programming language in particular. Again, we want to teach these guys all the fundamentals and get them to a point where they're able to build basic applications, build websites, those sort of things to bring in revenue for the local community. This course is meant for pure beginners, people who have never programmed before and really want to learn how to. A lot of people know what Python brings to you, or what programming, the type of opportunities it can lead to. So this is a great entry point into it. When you look online, you look at Udemy, you look at Code Academy, and all these different online courses. These are great courses, but what they don't teach you is they don't teach you the fundamentals. And we were able to, notice that, and we were able to extract that. And that's essentially the reason why we made this course, right? Was to, break that entry point for people who've never coded before. With my high school specifically, just to reiterate, I'm currently in grade 12. And specifically within my high school, there was a little bit of an issue just because when students would come to school every day, they'd have to complete a screening form, right? So they'd have to go online, essentially submit a screening form in which they'd answer basic COVID questions. Do you have a fever? Do you have a cough or cold, etc., etc.? Now, this was a huge problem for our school because students would have to actually wait in line in order for the teacher to confirm that they've answered no to all these questions. Essentially, the reason behind this problem was that our school just didn't have any sort of application that was built to take on this. They were using, just very basic things such as, forms and spreadsheets in order to manage all the data. So after a couple weeks of me noticing this, I decided to go to my principal and essentially go to him and tell him, I'm willing to create a full application in which we'll try and essentially cut down this full wait time and just make it a lot more productive. We want to make a specific application that tackles this problem that you're having, specifically when it comes to the line after students are submitting the form. And essentially that's what we did for the next month or so. We worked hard to create a full application for my high school, ISNA High School. in which we essentially made an application. It was very, very easy for the teachers to use, and as of now, there's currently no lineup at all. Just before we actually made this application, students were having to wait in line for roughly around 30 minutes. And currently, right now, after implementing this technology, this application, there's currently no lineup. We've had great reviews, and we're actually working with a lot of other schools within the Toronto area in order to get this integrated into. So that was just a really cool project I did, just throughout the past couple months or so, and we've had great feedback with it. So that's just a little bit about just one of the applications among the many that I've built.
I would like to learn how to do basic coding, and in the long run, maybe help people in the community that run businesses and stuff like that, to maybe develop an app to sell products and more about their own company, and to develop games that may help students that have certain disabilities that can't learn in certain ways.